awesome.
Frank, welcome back. I guess first
Hey.
and foremost, man, how does it feel just to be back? On a fight week, ready to do this again?
I mean, 2 years off. With a lot of things that I can't control. Fuck, I got COVID. 2020. Oh, damn, what's it? 2022 already. Last year, was so stoked, man, to get on the fight card against Matt Frivola, and then I got into a car wreck and on the 405. So really just soaking it in, dude. Just really soaking it in, and just fuck, man. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity. Like wow, man. Finally, like I'm walking through the Residence Inn and the Fighter Hotel, and just seeing everyone and just feeling the vibe and just soaking it in, man. Just soaking it in, and just grateful that I could go out there and just showcase my hard work. But at the same time, it's like this right here, talking in front of all of you guys, this is so precious, and a lot of fighters don't understand that. A lot of fighters don't understand that, and they take it for granted. It's like till you lose a loved one, or till you lose something, till you really appreciate it. And I lost it for 2 years, and fuck, everyone knows, man, I love to fight, so I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked.
That's why I wonder. I mean, along that journey, was there ever a thought like, dude, am I going to be able to get back there? Like, am I ever going to have that moment again?
Yeah, a lot of questions, right? A lot of questions internally, but really stoked to have a really good team, really good support system. My wife, day in day out, man. What am I doing? Are we gonna do this? It's my stream of income, but I'm very fortunate that I can make money in other things, but I still wake up every day and I love this thing, babe. Man, love. I still want to wake up, and I still want to fight, and I still want to do martial arts. And the fact that I still have that in me is like, oh man, I still got to do it. I still got to do it, and I know I have it in me, and it really just helped having that support system. Just to kind of keep me on. And I'm I don't get how do I say this? Let's just say I prefer positivity over negativity, so that's definitely helped. I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. You see a lot of guys worse injuries that come back and become world champions. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a long journey, but fortunately I'm still young, and I still love it and can't wait to perform.
I imagine you would have fought against anybody on the roster just to get back in here and fight. But what happens? What happens when they give you a name? I mean, you're the veteran now.
Yeah.
Last time you fought, this dude wasn't even in the organization. You know what I mean? So what happens when they give you a name like that?
Honestly, I haven't really been thinking about it like that. Everyone that gets signed is tough. Everyone is strong. Everyone's fast. Everyone's good. I'm really just grateful, bro. Just really grateful just to walk through these doors and, man, stand right in front of everyone. And yeah, crazy. 2 years and I'm on the main card. I mean, on the Apex show, but wow, freaking right on. Hey, dude, I was looking forward to just even fighting on the first fight. Get in, get out, and but I want to earn my keep, and I want to continue to fight. Everyone knows that when I do fight, I love the crowd. Unfortunately, in the Apex, it's just a smaller crowd, but let's get my feet wet again, and let's get back in it, and let's work. Let me earn my way back to maybe like a pay-per-view where I can fight in front of a big crowd.
Last thing for me, I mean, 2 years, I know you've had a lot to go through, but you can change a lot in 2 years. But what I will say is, usually we see your name on a card, we know what we're getting a scrap, we're getting a battle out there. I mean, is that still the same guy that you are? I mean, do you still want to go out there and put on wars, or has any philosophy, your thought process changed a little bit in that time?
Man, at the end of the day, it's a fight. And, leather starts flying, and, that's who I am. But in this 2 years that I've been off, I've had the opportunity I've had like 3 fight camps in 2 years. So I have a lot of things that I just want to show, and I'm working closely with Colin Oyama. So that's just elevated my game, you know. So it's like teaching me patience, teaching me you know, like how to really use all my tools, you know. Typically when you see me fight in the first part of my career, it's like I always bring a knife to a gunfight, you know, and yeah, I'm really good with this knife, but yo man, I got some machine guns in the back too, you know. So it's really cool. He's the past 2 years, not so much how to fight because I know how to fight, but really kind of guiding me through the way of the fight. So I'm super stoked on that, you know. But at the end of the day, you never know what's gonna happen. You know, I can say like I have this whole orchestrated game plan and this and that, but I just want to go out there and have fun, man. And just I just want to go out there and let it fly, and let it fly. And hey, Sean Shelby and the matchmakers know what they're doing with this fight, you know. So every time I see them, I'm like, oh God, okay, here, this is what they're doing. Okay, so but I'm really just grateful, bro. I'm really just grateful to come back in here and to perform.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
Last time you were at the Apex, obviously didn't go your way. Are you looking, I mean, do you kind of look at like where you fight? And I mean, I guess, are you looking to rebound and have a new UFC Apex memory?
Oh yes, 100%. So you know, I was just telling my coach, was it June? I think June of 2020. How eerie it was, you know, like flying in from. Well, so first off, training was very difficult, and then flying in from Guam, and then arriving here, the tents and the hazmat suits, and you're like, oh shit, what's going on? To the whole testing process, to separating everyone and being locked in the residency, you know, maybe protocols, right? And it was just so eerie. And then walking out, I was just like, it was like, no one's saying anything, you know. It's like everyone had mad, you know. I remember those cards. The post-fight interviews are being, you know, they're separated from the announcer, right? You're like, dude, well, this is what a time, right? What a time. Well, you know, we're you know, we're just reminiscing about it now. But yes, the last card, well, because the Cheeto Rob Font fight was freaking amazing. You know, you could just hear the crowd. I don't know if they just elevated the mics for the freaking show, but I was like, damn, dude, it was getting heated in there, you know. And yes, you know, I'm excited. You know, I know what to expect in the Apex. At worst case scenario, but I'm glad that there's going to be some cheering. You know, and man, I'm a human type of guy, but I like to interact. You know, like I wanna see your face. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you with a mask. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm just so stoked. But to answer your question, yes, I build memories and stoked, super stoked.
Do you feel like people are overlooking you because of your record in the UFC? And then like there's the flip side where it's like, dude, you have a couple losses, but look who you've lost to. Like there's, you know, really, really, really good guys.
You know, that's funny that you mentioned that, because I did see something, you know, I was interviewed by a local sports like a local sports anyway, back on Guam. And sorry, I can't even put a word to it. And you know, they're saying, oh yeah, Frank's just looking for his third win in the UFC. And I was like, God damn, my record in the UFC sucks, you know? I was like, holy shit, I have that much losses in the UFC and I have only like 3 wins? Good gracious, you know? But it's been a journey, you know what I mean? And it's not, I guess, obviously it's something that, you know, I need to go out there and get this win. Not only because, you know, I want to climb the ranks and I have my goals in the UFC, but man, it's half my paycheck. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of it, right? But I love what I do, man, and you know, if there's anything that I might take away from it is, I just so humbled how the fans and can really appreciate my heart and will that I put into it every time. Yeah, you know, the record is ugly, dude. The record is ugly, but I go out there, man, and I represent myself to the best of my ability, and it's so cool that people get to appreciate the heart and the will that I put in every time, you know. So, but with all that being said, I need a win on Saturday.
And last two for me. At the end of the day, how do you see yourself getting your hand raised on Saturday? And do you feel like you're fighting for your job on Saturday?
Yes and no, but you know, I think yes and no in the sense of there's not a lot of pressure because I am really just so grateful to be here, dude. You know, and with everything that I've gone through in the past 2 years, I'm really just focusing on the stuff that I can control, you know, and I can control training, you know, I can control my approach to the game, I can control my mindset to it, you know, like man, anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I mean, I don't want to, you know, knock on wood. I could freaking step down here and blow my knee out, you know, and that's the reality of it, and that's where my mindset has been. So I'm just gonna go. I did everything that I can with my coaches and with my training. I'm just gonna go out there and have fun, man. I'm gonna go out there, have fun, and do my thing. Let them fly. Thank you, guys.